All right, we are live. Welcome to June 2023 Central Ohio Housing Report. This is Adam Asheville live. Happy summer, everybody. Well, we're going to dive into what's going on so far in the summer. Is the real estate market as hot as they say it is? Or maybe it's not. We're going to find out that and much, much more right after this. Well, I hope everyone's having a great summer. I know I am. We're going to be covering Central Ohio Housing Report for June 2023. And we're just going to see. Realtor.com had Columbus specifically as the seventh, I repeat, seventh hottest city in the nation for housing. Now, the question is that the seventh hottest ice cube? I don't know. We're going to find out. So let's dive right into it. Well, a couple things. We're going to start with the good, and then we're going to go to the bad and maybe the ugly. All right. So first and foremost is inventory's up a little bit compared to last month. Now that sounds great. And it's a great spin to put on things that inventory's up actually 8% from June compared to May. But you know what? That's very typical. I mean, June, July is and maybe a little August is the best time for real estate traditionally here in the Midwest. So being up 8% in inventory compared to what we had last month isn't anything earth shattering. But one thing is, we have 2,887 houses that's currently listed in inventory that you can, you can purchase. But I think the thing is, so we're gonna talk about some of the bad stuff, I guess. Then I'll give you some good news to kind of level it out a little bit. But comparing to what we had last year at this time, we're down 8.3% in inventory. So there's 8% less homes this month of June compared to last year in 2022 June. So we have less in inventory. So if you're a seller, listen up, that's good news. Less inventory equals less competition, which means buyers can't beat you up and go down the street and buy your neighbor's house. So that's kind of a positive. Some other good statistics, I guess, for the market, especially if you're a seller, right? Listen up, because seller and buyers have sometimes have conflicting agendas, right? But on an average, 20 days on market. So if you have a client, realtors out there listening to this, if they ask you how long does a house typically stay on market, it's about 3 weeks. That's about a week longer than last year, which is weird because we had more inventory last year, but they were less on market. So kind of weird there. But the good thing is, if you're a seller, sellers, you are getting 102% on average from what you're listing your house of, which means, in layman's terms, that buyers are paying on average 2% more over asking price for the month of June of 2023. So that's great. It's been that way a lot over the last 3 years. We've been hovering anywhere from like 99% up to 102, 103% during COVID. But June of 2023, on average, every single house in Central Ohio, we were averaging 2% over asking price. So that's really good if you're a seller. If you're pricing the house fair, you're getting a lease list or maybe a little bit more. Now, I'm going to show some diagrams here. This is something I think is a little scary, and I want to go ahead and share this. It's going to be a little easier to share. So this comes from the Columbus Board of Realtors. This is all the data that we pull for the Central Ohio Housing Report. And this talks about something. So if you have anyone that's in the mortgage industry or title industry, listen up, because this affects them as well. But the thing I think is the scariest is that how total sales, when you compare what's going on in Central Ohio. Now, mind you, we're the seventh hottest real estate market in the United States per Realtor.com. So we're hot, red hot, right? But if you look at the total sales from what we've done so far in 2023 compared to what we've done so far in 2022, we're down a lot, folks. We're down actually 15%. So if you look up here in the top right-hand corner, there's closed sales, and then right below that, it's 15.1%. Okay. So, which means we've sold 15% less homes year to date this year in 2023 is what we did year to date in 2022. Okay. So that means less mortgages, less title company paperwork, title work. So, that affects them as well. Now, if you look just below that, we're looking at in contracts. So we are at 15.7% less in contracts than we were last year at this time, which means if we don't have houses in contract in the month of June, what do you think's going to happen in July when we get the housing report for July's housing report? It's going to be down. It's going to be down as well. So we're definitely going to be seeing, 15%, 13 to 15% less sales, obviously less closed sales in the month of July because inventory is down, but most importantly, there's just less houses that are currently in contract in June because it usually takes about 30 days for those to close. So I'm sorry for all those mortgage officers and title companies. I don't think there's going to be a lot more business coming your way compared to last year at this time for the month of July. So I hope that helps. Listen, if you're a seller, I did a TikTok on this, 1 minute TikTok. 3 reasons why it's a good time to sell. And that is 1, with interest rates stabilizing, buyers are still out looking to buy. 2, you're getting list price on average on everything. And 3, inventory's way down. We thought last year it was down, but it's even down a lot more. Take advantage of it, sellers. Now is a great time to buy. Home prices are not skyrocketing. They're leveling out. We're going to, on average, about 3% year over year increase in home value. So you're not going to see that big increase. So if you're thinking about selling, now might be the time to do that because, home prices aren't going to be skyrocketing like they have been. We've had a lot of that appreciation work itself out and settle in. So with that being said, I hope everyone have a great rest of your week. I hope you sell your home in the future. But this is Adam Asham of Hondros College and broker of Ashmont Realty, and we'll see you guys all next time.